Hi, I'm Will, and this is my Wwise demo reel. In this short video, I'll explain how I created the sound effects, character and monster vocalizations, and music for the open source game Cube, and how I implemented the sounds into the game using Audiokinetic's Wwise. It was very important to have a clear idea of all the sounds that needed to be created. Using an asset list, I kept track of what sounds had been recorded, where they were saved, and whether they had been implemented into the game. I also kept my folder structure very neat to make sure it was easy to identify the in-game sounds if I needed to edit them again. I wanted to make all the monsters in the game have a human aspect to them, so they were created by recording human vocals and applying effects to them. I got the metallic robot-like sound by pitch shifting the vocal and removing lots of the low end and mids. The dying sound was the sound of a growling dog that had been slowed down. Here's an example of the vocal artist recording a monster sound without any effects. Here's the end result after I applied a phaser, EQ and pitch shifting. The Red Goblin's attack is a very quick green ball that whizzes past a player. I used Reason to design a whooshing noise and a sizzling digital audio noise. I combined these two sounds in Sonar and added phaser and EQ to get the desired sound effect. I put my 4 different punch sound effects into a random container in Wwise. I randomized the pitch variation so that only having 4 different punch sounds wouldn't get repetitive for the player. I used a Zoom H2 microphone to record my footsteps in different environments. The volume and pitch of all the footsteps was randomized to give them some variation. The footsteps were split between different surfaces. Each surface was its own playlist container that was split between the left foot and the right foot. A playlist was made so that the footsteps would always alternate between left and right and wouldn't repeat the last sound used. I took the gun sounds from freesound.org. I split them up into different parts based on their frequencies and then put them together into a blend container. This allowed me to randomize the sound of the individual parts of the gun while saving time by only having one single gun sound. I edited the map and added different types of reverb to different areas. The cave ambience was a reverb that I edited myself. I added in dripping sounds to give it a bit more atmosphere. It's really easy to create adaptive music within Wwise. I made some sci-fi sounding music in Reason and exported the individual tracks to Wwise. From there, I could use real-time parameters to change the music. The greater the monster threat, the louder the drum track and lead synth track get. All the music and game sounds are also hooked up to the player health parameter. When the player's health reaches a certain point, a low-pass filter is enabled. This filter increases as health decreases. At the same time, the character starts breathing heavily and this gets louder the less life the player has left. Thank you for watching my Wwise demo reel.